I think, and God's getting his butt kicked too. You know, Satan's beating God's behind. Like I've already said, like it's not round 15 yet. I think it's a 15 round or a 20 round fight. Who knows? But the ref hasn't called us out yet. He ain't called out God yet. So we gonna hang in there, see what the end's gonna be. I want to say what's up to another chat room. D Great is in the chat. What's up, D Great? Big Dallas Cowboy fan from South Central. Oh yeah, here's another thing I was thinking about. I was talking about I wanted to touch on the versus battle on Wednesday. It was Snoop versus DMX. I think DMX won that one. I'm biased though, cause I'm from Yonkers. You know, DMX, Yonkers head. He's about a couple years older than me, but he used to battle my brother and my cousin back in the day when they was coming up as teenagers, and it was great to see that he made it. When the time I was doing my time in the military, as the Navy, I was so proud. So when he came through and then he dropped those bombs, those albums like that, like he was number one album twice in 1 year. He dropped two number ones in his year one. Oh man, that was crazy. I never thought that could happen, but it did. And then so he goes up on the verses against Snoop Dogg, which is one of the guys who had a long career, and his career window was bigger than was DMX's career has been. But DMX put so many big songs at the right time. He didn't really have hits, but he had bangers. He got bangers, I remember all the flesh of my no, not the first one was It's Dark and Hell It's Hot. Then Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood. I remember all those tunes from those songs from that album there. Then he came out with then there was X. That was the one of the big albums afterwards. But the big album for me was the first album, which was which had the Get At Me Dog on there. Stop Being Greedy. I was listening to people. A lot of people say that Snoop won that battle between Snoop and between DMX and Snoop. But I was just listening to the song, so I didn't get to measure up song for song who had the thing. But I think DMX pulled that thing out. If you ask me personally, I ain't really keep the round thing, but I think DMX won that joint, and he did us proud, man. He did us proud that night. Just that he was a little bit winded more. It's hard when you're older now. I used to have all the energy in the world when I was younger, but now I'm not. I don't have that same amount of energy. I gotta take naps. In the middle, I take naps sometime in the middle of the day. It's like it's a different world. When you go from youth time to now you're a middle ager. You're middle age and you're just not the same type of guy anymore. Okay, let's see what people think about that. So the DMX. If you are a DMX fan, of course you will ride with DMX. Of course I ride with DMX. D Great, I'm gonna ride with DMX. Of course I'm gonna do that. DMX is one of the underrated rappers in history as far as I'm concerned. Yes. Snoop carried the whole show, D Great said. That's a lie. Can't trust the Cowboy fan. That's a lie. Cause X grabbed him with Get At Me Dog. He had you know, his version of what's my name was better than Snoop's version of what's my name. It was more energetic. It was, you know, it made you feel like you can go on and just go outside and just, you know, deck somebody, man, because he put that pump, he pump you up, you know. Snoop was more laid back. What's too much at the time? I mean, I know I can't really try to get his laid back style in. Cause the twizzle for twizzle rhythm, my nizzle. You know, he more like, you know, he laid back guy like that, you know. And no disrespect to him, but that's his style, you know. But the bangers, and Snoop left some stuff in the chambers too. I mean, they both left some bullets in the chamber. Like, you know, I didn't hear that's that with R. Kelly, probably because they don't want to put R. Kelly on there. You know, but you know, Snoop got that banger in there. He didn't let that one out. You know. DMX didn't play "Let Me Fly." Either let me fly or give me death. Let my soul rest, take my breath. If I don't fly, I'ma die anyway. Man, that joint right there, that one, I do my exercises to that. When it's time to go in the gym and do the exercise, I do my exercises with that song. Okay, let me go read some of this chat, what they thinking. It's like everybody say, if you do you understand you rap with DMX. Have you been punished for everything you did? God's mercy is for us, his gift said. But eventually his grace will run out. I do understand your point. These things are theirs. These things have been going on for far too long. It has been going on for far too long. It's got to stop somewhere. You know, I'm gonna keep believing that God gonna win this thing. You know, but right now I don't see. You know, he's not looking good. Now it's like Broncos boy said to his gift, I've been punished for my sins. I've been punished for my sins. I've been married to this nigga for 20 years. You know. Okay. If black people could argue their point and say, yes, we've been punished for simply existing. It's easy to understand how people don't believe or lose faith. That's what Thorny Switch said it. And I don't have no thud or nothing to go with that to make that thing, you know, look. Whatever it is. I got that one works. The applauses don't work tonight. Jungle said that Snoop went into the verses as Ali. DMX came out as the big underdog. The underdog won going away, and I'm a big time Snoop fan. Amen. Cause X, Snoop got hits, but X got bangers. He gets the streets pumped up, man. When X go in there, I think he gets the streets pumped up. He got, Snoop got the feel good songs, and they feel good. Be summertime and you feeling good. But if you want to go, get charged up about doing something before you go out and do it, if you're going to go out and do something, like tear some stuff up, DMX is the guy. He'll help you do it. All New Yorkers sided with X. They are such homers. See, that's always the thought about us New Yorkers, that we always pull for our own people all the time. But we gotta understand that we've been doing this thing since the beginning. We built the baby of hip hop. We built many of musics and culture over there in New York, because we didn't have much of anything. Reagan came in and then wrecked New York, wrecked the whole New York up. Then come back to the place and say why it looked like this. Punk ass Ronald Reagan, that dude deserved. He wanted a freaking. Oh God, I hate Ronald Reagan. I hated him as a kid, and I didn't really get to come to the understanding about why I hated him. I just knew he was effing stuff up. Then I came to see, once I started, you get to grow up and you start reading stuff. You say, that's why I didn't like his ass. I knew there was something. Snoop had to keep the energy in the room. Shit, DMX at one point was looking at Snoop like, and it was looking at Snoop and was, damn, this nigga's killing me. That was never, I never saw that at all. What DMX was sitting down, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, the middle age thing, you got to sit down, you know what I'm saying? You got to sit down and get a rest. But, Bangers, he left some stuff in the chamber too. They all both left bullets in the chamber. But at the same time, the bangers, the street anthems, that's DMX. DMX all day with that. You know what I'm saying? If you gonna ride with you, I know that if you from South Central and you riding in them low rider, you get a low rider. That's the one thing he should have played right there. DMX should have played that song with J.O. Felony too. He spit fire on that song. Give It To You with J.O. Felony and Method Man. I could give it to you, but what you gonna do with it? But what? DMX should have, he left that one in the chamber too. That's another one that was left in the chamber that could have been used. But yeah, he still won. He still won that last night. Now Snoop made the show. He kept the energy going. X was really ready for a crack nap. Thanks, Thorny. Crack nap. Thorny. Thanks a lot. D Great said he's going off of what he saw. Ninja's what's up, Ninja? Ninja's in the chat room. We may need a West Side Wednesday class 101. You asking D Great, you gonna give Wednesday? You know what song needs to be in the West Side Wednesday that they don't put on there? I ain't hear D Great play. Was Come and Take a Ride by Mad CJ Mack. He didn't play that one, I don't think. That one was a classic to me. I think it's like because he was with it was done under that Houston label. What's that Houston label called? Rap-A-Lot. But it was West Coast all the way. It had that sound. They call that sound. The way you say about X is what we say about Snoop. Snoop had one hands down. All the DMX songs had the same flow. DMX had the flow is incredible. He's the better MC than Snoop. I'm sorry to tell you that because, he come at the hardest. Now, he also, you don't know this about, DMX created the spell it sound before K Solo stole that shit. And his sound was, in his spelling stuff, his spelling bee style was going to be the one that was going to ride him in until K Solo stole that shit. And he came and he adapted it, made it a brand new, a different style, different than that. So he had to adapt there because his original style was he's going to be spelling out all the words, and it was tight. Snoop made me want to smoke weed and chill. DMX made me want to tear up some shit and rage. That Broncos is exactly right. I do think wanting to tear up some shit is DMX's, is what carries the day. Now I can't, chilling out and getting some gin and juice. That's Snoop. If you want to chill out, do that. DMX, for me, just gets me all riled up and stuff. And I like that. And Chuck said, DJ says, X left the gate open and Snoop invaded the East Coast. Wrong. DMX should have played Damien.